Willkommen zu Gabriel Knight, der in Rittersburg gerade ist. Wir wollten noch die Burg ein bisschen genauer anschauen. Hier drüben geht es wahrscheinlich noch rein, schätze ich mal. Und es geht auch. Und hier haben wir eine kleine Kapelle.
A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon. A plain wooden altar occupies the center of the chapel. A cushioned needle at the bottom indicates that the altar is a place of prayer. There are pews on both sides of the center aisles.
Die Schlosskapelle.
3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel cannot determine what their purpose might be. 3 panels hang from...
Also das heißt irgendwie mit Hände und Wasser, Haare und Schneiden. Da bin ich nicht sicher. Ein Kelch, der auf dem See steht. Bisschen Blut in den Kelch. Knien, beten und eine Schriftrolle. Die Schriftrolle hätten wir ja hier. Wahrscheinlich muss man hier was machen. Ich frage jetzt nochmal Gerda, ob es da was drüber zu sagen gibt.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Gut. Da haben wir die Holztafeln an der Kapelle.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings? They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Okay.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritter line must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding, a ceremony of intent and oath.
You.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now.
Gibt's noch was zu sagen darüber?
Is there anything else you can tell me about that initiation ceremony?
I really do not know any more about it, Herr Knight.
Okay.
What was that book?
Only the...
Hoppla. Ich schätze, um da reinzukommen, das hat's in die Bibliothek, das hat's ja gesagt gehabt, muss ich ein Schattenjäger erst sein. Das heißt, ich muss diesen Initiationsritus durchführen. Gut, öffnen wir mal kurz das Fenster.
Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge covered with snow. And it's only slightly off color, rather like Gabriel himself.
Okay.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the snow.
Tja, damit hätten wir wohl das erste Dings erledigt.
Gabriel takes the scissors.
Tja, das nächste war ja Haare schneiden.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
Gut. Die Schere hat er wieder zurückgelegt.
I'm not picking up those scissors again. I cut my hair enough.
Okay. Aber nochmal kurz das Fenster aufgemacht. Kleiner Bug. Vielleicht können wir da das Schnee nehmen zu Wasser.
Putting snow in the chamber pot
Ja
would not
gut,
do
das
much good.
weiß ich auch nicht. Okay, was haben wir sonst noch zu machen?
Again?
Ja,
Ne, da haben wir nichts Neues. Aber ich glaube, ich habe gerade noch was gesehen. Geh mal ein bisschen zur Seite, Gabriel. Ja, ist das nicht ein...
It's a shaker of salt.
Genau, ein Salzstreuer.
Is it a shaker of salt?
ja, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No?
Thanks.
Gut. Dann füllen wir Salz in die Schüssel.
That's an interesting thought. But there would be less chance of spilling the salt if Gabriel put the chamber pot down first. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar.
Jetzt machen wir noch ein bisschen Salz rein. Für das Wasser hier. Für mehr.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
Dann will er noch ein bisschen Blut. Ich denke, das kriegen wir auch noch hin. Wir haben hier ein schönes Messer.
Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oops, nearly hit an artery.
Gut. Jetzt soll man hinknien.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
Und die Schriftrolle vorlesen. Ja, wo haben wir sie? Da haben wir sie doch.
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night, upon my blood I call thee now, purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road, thy sword I take up for mine own.
It worked! Something's happening!
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
Oh, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Herr Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Gut, ich denke, wir gehen zu Bett. In dieser Nacht träumte Gabriel.
Your soul smells, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger.
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn? You have used people all your life. Never committed to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
No!
No problem.
Yes. Now you asked for purification. You shall have it.
Und nach diesem Traum, wenn es denn ein Traum war, schreiben wir den nächsten Tag. Tag 8. In einer verborgenen Kammer, dort wo zu sein, mir fehlt das Recht, fand ich zuletzt das Rad. Doch kann es sein, das Rad fand mich.
What a night. I'm sore all over.
Und da liegt der Schlüssel.
I don't believe it. It's the key from my dream.
Ich würde sagen, den nehmen wir gleich mal mit und betreten die Bibliothek. Ich nehme doch mal an, dass es die Bibliothek ist, wo es hier reingeht. Und das heißt wohl, wir sind jetzt ein Schattenjäger, wenn wir uns würdig erweisen. Gut.
An ancient shield hangs on the wall.
Jetzt müssen wir wohl schauen, dass wir rauskriegen, wo Wolfgang hin ist, ein paar Recherchen führen.
These shelves contain history books. Gabriel peruses the titles with interest, but nothing jumps out at him. These shelves contain books and documents about a Ritter family. Journals, diaries, record books, deeds. Something to peruse extensively when Gabriel has more time.
Schauen wir das Regal an.
These shelves contain
Ja.
some.
Das ist es selber.
These shelves some. These
Und das sind Geschichtsbücher. Dann gehen wir mal ins andere Regal hier hinten hin.
These shelves contain science books. Gabriel looks at the titles curiously, but they're all a bit too technical for his taste.
Jetzt können wir Grace gut brauchen.
These shelves contain science. Gabriel. These shelves contain books on religions of all kinds. Gabriel peruses the titles with interest, but nothing jumps out at him. These shelves give. These shelves give.
Da haben wir auch das.
These shelves give. These shelves give.
Ja, okay. Dann das nächste Teil. Das sind anscheinend alle neuen Regale, aber in verschiedene Abschnitte eingeteilt.
This part of the library contains books on the occult, necromancy, witchcraft, demonology, lycanthropes. Research material any good Schattenjäger needs, Gabriel supposes. This part,
Ob wir da was finden?
although it probably isn't connected with the case at hand, Gabriel picks up an occult book. It's a book on lycanthropes, shape-shifters. The book claims that lycanthropy is not uncommon. Supposedly, there's been evidence of apparently normal human beings turning into various beasts throughout history, including some famous trials from the Middle Ages. Fascinating. Gabriel's made a few women turn into beasts himself.
Ach, Gabriel. Ja, was haben wir sonst noch alles da?
These shelves display books on geography. A title catches Gabriel's eye. People's Republic of Benin by Lowell Cali.
Und das könnten wir ja brauchen. Das soll ja ungefähr auch das Ding sein, die Grabstätte.
Gabriel pulls out the book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans through it. The People's Republic of Benin is an area of rich and diverse cultures and a proud heritage. Before slaving devastated many tribes, this area was populated by some of the oldest, fiercest, and most powerful tribes in tribal Africa. The Fans, the Dahomis, and the terrible Agris. The book, The Primal One, by John Roots, provides insight into these fascinating cultures.
Ja, ich schätze mal, dieses Buch müssen wir jetzt erstmal finden.
These shelves are titled this part.
Was haben wir da drüben noch?
There are books on sociology in this part of the library. Gabriel recognizes the title, The Primal One, by John Root.
Genau, das haben wir ja gesucht. Das nehmen wir uns gleich mal raus.
Gabriel takes down the... In contrast with the peaceful nomadic tribes of northern Africa, certain tribes of the southwest were vicious and xenophobic. This part of Africa is called the Red Basin area because of the vast amount of bloodshed that's occurred there over the centuries. In this one area of Africa existed in a perpetual state of war and raiding, some of the most powerful and efficient fighters the world has ever seen. Why did this region inspire such violent behavior? To understand, one must look even further back. See Ancient Roots of Africa by Early Days.
Okay, das nächste Buch, das wir suchen müssen.
These shelves contain books on archaeology. Gabriel peruses the titles with interest, but nothing jumps out at him.
Wo könnte das sein?
This part of the research.
Nachschlagewege?
These shelves contain books on Gabriel These shelves, Gabriel looked. These shelves Gabriel recognizes the title, Ancient Roots of Africa by Early Days.
Okay, dann nehmen wir dieses Buch mal.
Gabriel removes Ancient Roots of Africa and browses through it. The ferocity of the tribes in the Red Basin region is traceable to their predecessors. In Egyptian time, 4000 to 2000 BC, this region was ruled by powerful sun worshippers. We know a little about this mysterious cult by the remnants of ruins far older and of a culture far more advanced than any that exists in Africa today. See Sun Worshippers by A. Curate.
Das könnte doch bei Religion sein. War das ist hier?
This
Das war Okkultismus.
These shelves contain
war's.
books on religion. A title catches Gabriel's eye. Sun Worshippers by A. Curate.
Da haben wir das nächste Buch.
Gabriel takes down Sun Worshippers and scans it. One of the earliest religious practices was that of sun worship. The most powerful cults of sun worshippers lived on the continent of Africa. The African sun god was violent and terrible, and so became his worshippers. They practiced a particularly bloody form of ritual sacrifice. The homeland of this ancient cult is still considered a sacred site of power. See Ancient Digs of Africa by Professor Seymour Shards.
Hört sich irgendwie bekannt an. Das müsste bei Archäologie sein. Das war, glaube ich, hier unten.
These shelves contain books on archaeology. Gabriel recognizes the title, Ancient Digs of Africa by Professor Seymour Shards.
Dann werden wir das auch mal lesen.
Gabriel takes Ancient Digs of Africa and opens it. The most fascinating archaeological site in Africa is the Great Snake Mound in the People's Republic of Benin, located 50 miles south of the capital in the Red Basin. Like the snake mounds of North America, the origin and meaning of these great mounds remains a mystery, though clearly they were the results of profound and urgent spiritual belief. Unlike other snake mounds, the African example is a double snake mound, a small snake ring within a larger snake ring. The mound is thought to have housed an ancient temple. Although archaeologists have explored the mound site, the interior remains largely unchanged from ancient times. This is partially due to stringent government regulations and partially to local superstitions. The local people regard the mound with fear and will not go near it.
A double snake ring?
Gabriel flips furiously looking for a picture.
Oh my God! It's a wheel within a wheel.
Gabriel decides to hang on to the Snake Mound book.
Wie in seinen Träumen.
Gabriel opens the most fascinating art like the snake mound, unlike other snake mounds. Although this is partially due, Gabriel look the double ring snake mound in the People's Republic of Benin. Creepy, isn't it?
Ich glaube, genau dahin müssen wir. Aber das machen wir erst in der nächsten Folge. Ja, bis dann.